everyone, Isabelle here from Art Ventures in France. Today I want to show you a couple of journals that I've made. Well, one journal and one ephemera folio. I've already shown this one briefly on Instagram, but I thought I would do a proper video for it. And this one is a journal that I've made for friends, and I wanted to share it with you before I give it to them. So let's start with the little one. So you've already seen pictures online for this one. So for this one, it's like the outside is made with fabric. The beads are made also with the same fabric. And there's a tiny bottle as well with a fake message in it. And it's got 2 signatures, and I will show you briefly and quickly how it is inside. So the whole book is about anything related to the sea, really. So that's why you will see those images which I got on Etsy. And I've also left some pages to write quotes about the sea, about anything that's related to the sea. And I've done a bit of stamping, and the whole book is like this. And then there are some pages where I've glued some vellum, and I put the stamps in there. Or no, not just the stamps, but so some pages are white but aged. They still kind of feel like an old paper, and some are tea dyed. So it's just, I'm just gonna flip through it quickly. There's a big pocket here. Lots and lots of stamps, obviously. Some ephemeras here. So I'm just going through it. So I've put some like stamped images that I've cut out. Some are stamps, some are digital images that I've cut out. So whenever I make a journal like this one, then I can use that also on cards and things like that. So more stamping here. So here we go. So that's the whole book. I've kept that to use in a journal. Actually, it came with stamps that I got in the UK when I lived there many years ago, and it's about ocean liners, and I thought it would be a nice addition to a journal eventually, so I've left that in here. So here we go for this one. So this one is mine. Now for this one, now this is a proper journal, and that's actually a gift for a couple of friends who are celebrating their 60th birthday. Both of them. So the outside is the same as this one, except this one was just the fabric and cardboard. So it's not a hardcover, but it's not as soft as this one. It's just got it's like cereal boxes that I used underneath, and some fabric. This one's got the cereal box as well. No, actually it's not a cereal box I used on that one. It's more paper bag actually, so it's actually softer. And it kind of makes noise as well. And then there's some wadding on the top, and then the fabric. So it's a much softer cover. For the spine, I've made some beads again. Maybe if I can, hold on, put it on my hand, you probably see better. There's some fabric beads made with the same fabric as the inside of the journal. There's some paper beads. This one looks like wood. It's pretty cool. And more fabric. And in the little bottle I have put a little paper roll with their names on it, and the other one is with the date. You can see that. So 1964, and this one has got like fabric and paper bead again, and a couple of sea related charms. The whole thing is around the seaside and sailing and stuff like that. So on here, the closure is just a little thing like this, and again there's a little whale that doesn't want to turn the right way. Oh, the other way. Here we go. So there's a little whale and there's a little starfish as well. So I've left room because I need, they want me to put a lot of pictures in there, which I haven't done obviously because I don't want to show their pictures online, which is why you will see that some pictures, like for example here, there's a picture underneath. So each time you see a black sheet of paper, I'm not going to give it like this. It's some of the pictures I will add afterwards, and I'll explain that in a minute. Some of the pictures are actually printed directly on the pages. So I've put a black paper each time there is a picture because I don't want to show their pictures online, obviously. 3 signatures. The papers are, God knows, I don't know what they are, like they're old papers that I had. 3 signatures, and I've actually done the journal as like a traveler's journal. So 3 elastics like this, so it can be removed and it's easier to write inside because I know that they will. And they might have, the 3 signatures go like, how does it go? The first one is about them, pictures of them. The second, the middle one is them and the kids. And the third one is all the friends. So that's probably that's why I've left some, you know, room for writing and everything. So I guess they might want their friends to write a few notes in there. So on each signature for each, I've got so many pictures to add to that I had to find ways. I didn't want to do more than 3 signatures, but I have to find ways to put as many photos in there as I can. So what I've done is for each signature, the front cover and the back cover have pockets here. So at least there's 3 photos in there, and each of them has something. So I'm going to pull it on this side because on the other side there's the photo. So there's photo on that side, and then some journaling space on the other side. And you have that, so with little tabs, and you have that everywhere, like at the front and at the back. So pockets and the pull-out photo journaling card, and it's there as well. I'm going to show you that now, that way. Oops, photo and journaling card, and same here with the pockets at the front and at the back. The other way that I found to add more photos, so some, as I said, are printed, so the photos printed there, and then I worked with stencils here and there. Many pages are stamped as well, and what I've done is I've added these little thingies here. I don't know if I can find a couple of, let me grab a couple of cards or tags that would work. Tag which is not mine. So let's say that's 2 photos. So one can be glued like this and the other one is glued like this, and then that's 2 extra photos per page, because you have that on each page. They all have this. So each time, for example, here I can put a couple of pictures here, a couple here, and more here if I want to, although that's more for journaling. But it's, so you will see that throughout the whole book. So if you wonder why there's little flaps like that, that's because I want to use them to either add journaling cards or photos. So there's sometimes there's little paper pockets like this. There's a photo in here. The center, like the middle pages, have the little charms and beads. There's more stenciling. Pocket. That's flowers from where my friend is from. I found online, more vellum, and they're all maps. More stamping. So that's for the first one. And then they're all pretty much like this. So there's the odd like pictures printed on the pages, always those little flaps, the vellum twice in each signature. There's another paper bag here which I will cover with a photo on both sides, and then something inside. On this one I made, because I had, without showing the photo, I can show you that I've done all the stitching on the sides, on both sides, to hold the photo, and it would show on the other side. So I made an envelope with a scrapbook paper, an old one, and added a little magnet here. Another photo here. For the center here I have family and love, 2 little tabs, more stamping and stenciling. I will afterwards add some of the things actually from here. I will add some stamps. I will add you know, some little shells and things, but I want to place all my photos before I do that. So I'll let you imagine what it will look like, because once I've got the photos I obviously can't record another video. So, but there will be all sorts of little things added. Another pocket, more stamping, so more images, more photos with a digital work on the page, and I've left some lines for the journaling. Stamping, this paper artsy if I'm not mistaken, and photos, and that's the third signature. So now I have to print and add all the photos and a bit of ephemera here and there. I actually have some postal stamps about that come from well, Nouvelle-Calédonie, New Caledonia, which is where my friend is from originally. So all these stamps are from there. So I will use some of them in the journal as well. And yep, that's it. That's what I wanted to show you today. Would love to know what you think in a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe and like and share if you can, because that really helps the channel. I think I'm not the only one saying that lately, as we're all fighting against the algorithm and everything. So a little comment will be really welcome. If you want to see more things like this, let me know. I've got more journals that I could share. And if you want me to make videos about the whole process of making journals, there's already gazillions of them, but I don't know, maybe this particular style appeals to you. So let me know, and I will see what I can do. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. Hello again. I'm back because since I did the last video I've made some changes and I wanted to share that with you. The first thing is I changed the way I closed the book, because it's turned into a big chunky thing now that I've added the pictures, although there's no pictures in the third signature, there's only pictures in the 2 first ones. So I had to change the little chain that I had put, because it didn't work. It broke twice, so I gave up. And I think that looks better anyway. Well, I prefer it. And so I kept the little charms that I had put on the chain, front and back. And I still have my beads, but they're like tucked in for the time being. So yes, I'm really pleased the way it turned out. I do have the charms at the bottom here as well. There's not much I can show you inside, obviously, now that I've added the pictures, but I wanted to show you something. Where is it? This is something that I've added. They're actually newspapers. This one is a newspaper from August 1964 that I shrank, and I think that's something made up. It's not. It looks like a newspaper, but it's made up. It just gives all sorts of information, Nobel Prizes, and who was born that year. So Russell Crowe, Boris Johnson, Nicolas Cage, Monica Bellucci, and some French ones as well. So I thought it was a nice thing to add. And the reason why I put that in my journals is if you want to, so let me see, let's say they want to write something in here, but there's photos under there. So in order, like if they don't want to leave any marks on the photos underneath, and it works with artwork as well. If you do some paintings and some drawings, watercolor, whatever in your journal, then you want to write something, and just put that underneath, and then you can write here, and it won't do anything bad to the picture underneath. So that's why I've put that. And the other thing I've added is this. See that clip here? It comes off. They can put it on here as well. It's up to them. I've left it there, although like you can't really take the picture out in this case, but you know, they will do the way they want it. And I bought a pen that says Bon anniversaire, happy birthday on there. So here we go, I'll leave that here. So what I'm going to do now is wrap it up, and I'm going to do that with you. Oops, trying to use this. Like they can cut it afterwards. I just left enough so that once they've added the pictures in the third signature, if it needs to be a bit larger, then they can do it. So the way I want to do for the wrapping is I want to use a fabric to do a furoshiki wrapping. So I thought I would do that here. So I take my fabric, I'll have to get rid of the little threads in the end. Put the book like this, very, very easy. Just put it like this, and then like this, and then you just tighten it, and it needs to be quite tight, and then just do a couple of knots. Just a little thing is I see sometimes people doing the second knot that way. Hold on, trying to not to let go. Doing it that way. Now in Japanese culture, that's really something to avoid, because that's done for anything related to a funeral. So for a birthday present, it doesn't quite work. So make sure when you do your knots to leave them this way. So always, there we go. So, and I could add a little something, a little charm. The card probably actually add. Oh, I haven't made a card, and we're giving that to them tomorrow. So I need to make a card tonight. But anyway, that's how I will do it. I mean, I'm going to do it because I still need to take some more pictures, but I wanted to show you what kind of wrapping I would do. So here we go. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.